What's good, everybody? It's Jonah coming back at you on another video. This one is gonna be a fun one. Um, this one here is a reminder for everyone out there that's trying to fit in. Right, I'm here to remind you that being your authentic self is still cool too. Right, and I guess what inspires this video is just me sort of like browsing through the internet and seeing how much um people are willing to do and the lengths that people are willing to take in order to seek attention, right? Like, I understand now in this digital age that attention is currency because the more eyeballs you have on a product or the more eyeballs you have on like anything, right? More people, of course, are going to see it. And because of that, more people are willing to either spend or whatever it is. But we live in an age where people are actively attention seekers, right? You have people going online doing ridiculous pranks, other people risking their lives or their safety or the safety of other people just to get views. And it's gotten to a point now where it's honestly just ridiculous. And I feel like now in this day and age there's very few and even lesser people who try to show up as their authentic self. And I'm here to tell you that showing up as your authentic self is still cool, right? It's still appreciated. Like, where I'm at now, I gravitate and lean more towards people who I feel show up as their true self rather than someone that's trying to be someone they're not, right? And you know yourself, right? And you know what it feels like when you're being someone or acting like someone that you're not, right? You feel as though there's a discord inside of you. You feel those negative emotions where like something feels off, right? Like that's the energy you feel on the inside, and that's your true self basically nudging you, saying, "Hey, you're off your path. This isn't who you actually are," right? That's an obvious sign when you're not being yourself. But being true to yourself, that is what brings you most joy, because then you're not trying to fill someone else's shoes. You're not trying to step into someone that you're not. And honestly, being one of these attention seekers where you're willing to, risk your safety or just go above and beyond just for clicks and views, you're basically selling yourself. You're selling, you're literally relinquishing your morals, your values, and integrity. And even if it's for the money, it's still not a worthy trade-off. Now let me explain, right? What you need to understand is that you are one of one. Even though there are 8 billion people on the planet, you're one of 8 billion human beings that's walking this earth right now. What you need to understand is you're still one of one because you have your own unique perspective, right? No one on this planet is an exact one-to-one carbon copy of you, right? No one on this planet has experienced the same experiences that you have identically, that think the way that you do identically, that, have the same opinions, the same everything, right? Like, I'm never going to find someone that is an identical one-to-one match for you. Because of that, that makes you rare. That makes you special. It makes you unique. Even if there's other people on this planet, there's never going to be someone like you. And literally, people are effectively like sacrificing themselves for attention, for money, when money can always be printed, money can always be duplicated. And right now, the era that we live in, money's digital. It's just a number on the screen. Now, granted, I understand that you need money to like get food, right? Things like that. So like, obviously to live, right? Like I understand that's part of the reason that exists, right? That money exists. But people are willing to sacrifice themselves and sell themselves and relinquish who they truly are, right? Getting rid of their morals, their integrity, everything, over attention, over views, over money, when that's not worth as much as you. Even if you feel as though right now you're not worthy because you may not have the financial backing right now, that doesn't mean that it's not well on its way. That doesn't mean that the blessing is not lined up for you, right? You can still be successful and be happy and be proud of who you are, and that you didn't have to compromise your true self just for a short-term gain, right? Because oftentimes that's what it is. People will relinquish who they truly are, their morals, integrity, for short-term gains, to be able to make, a fast run up, or whatever it is, right? That's not a trade-off that I'm willing to do, right? I'm willing to take my time. I'm willing to do things the right way. I'm willing to maintain my morals and integrity. I'm willing to still show up as my best self, because I understand that my best days are ahead of me. And if I continue in the same direction, then all things will be taken care of, right? There's no reason for me to worry about all the other details or all the other variables in between, because honestly, not important. Being your authentic self is still cool, because you know what you're going to get, right? Someone stumbles across my videos and they see my videos, they can gauge to some degree who I am as a person. And then if they watch multiple videos, dozens of my videos, they'll get a better idea of who I am. And then that will determine whether or not they will gravitate towards me and my content or not. Right? If they gravitate towards it, then that's great. If they decide not to, that's okay too. But I'm not hiding anything. I'm not hiding who I truly am, my intentions, what is it I'm doing, right? I know what it is I'm doing, and I know where I'm headed. And I'm going to do it my way, that's true to myself and who I am. And that's how I want you to approach your life. I want you to, of course, strive to be the best version of yourself that you can, but to also strive to do things the right way. You don't have to compromise yourself or jeopardize yourself, or jeopardize the people around you, if it means, for a short-term win, right? Do things the right way. Show up as that best version, that 2.0, that 3.0 version of yourself, right? Still bring out the best version of yourself, and fall in love with the great qualities that you have as a person. And if there's areas that you need to work on that, right? But just make sure you show up in all things that you do as your true self, because then you'll be proud of who you are, and you can go to sleep, with a clear mind, and make peace with that, right? If you show up as your true self and someone is not a fan of you, then that's okay. You can accept that, because in a case like that, then as people, we're just not a match, right? Whether as friends or whatever it is. But you still have to respect it, because that this is me and my true self. So I say all this as giving you guidance, right? That there's no need to jeopardize who you truly are, right? You are amazing the way you are. You were created the way that you were created, and experienced all of these events in your life to put you in this position of where you're at right now, right? You are in the perfect spot right now, and you know what you value, you know what's important to you, and you need to be operating from that, right? There's no need to try to become someone else, right? Oftentimes in this day and age, right, the digital age, it's a lot of it is monkey see, monkey do. It's like, oh, this person has, become successful by acting this way, then let me do that. Even though that would be at the expense of you being your true self. And at that point, it's not worth it, right? You can still find great deal of success just being who you are and being happy and doing things the way you would like to, operating the way you want to. And that in and of itself is dope as well, right? There's no need to, if you already created as your own unique self, your own one of one version, and no one can ever be an identical copy of you, why are you trying to be an identical copy of someone else, right? You were created from your perspective, from your own unique perspective, and that right there, that in and of itself is beautiful, and the world deserves to see that. The world deserves to hear from you, and to, for them to get a piece of your experience and from your perspective. So being your authentic self is still cool. It will always be cool. Just live your life and operate with patience, with the level of belief, knowing that everything is going to piece itself out. And if you do things the right way, right, with morals and integrity, that will also go a long way. People will appreciate you, right? And the right people that are meant to be in your life, the good people, right, those people will gravitate to you and eventually be part of your community. So No reason to jeopardize yourself and who you are for the sake of short-term wins or for the sake of just getting views and attention, because um, if you're getting views and attention from the wrong people, from the wrong crowd, right, is it really worth it, right? You want to surround yourself with good people, great people, and ideally be doing something that makes you happy while also potentially moving the needle to make the world a better place, right? And I feel like that's the goal for everyone, for us to find something that makes us happy while at the same time making a difference in the lives of other people. So just leaving that here with you guys as just some guess direction, and yeah, at least my thoughts on this topic, right? There's no need to do things that's outside of your true self, because then you'll begin feeling that discord, and you know that you're off, that you're doing something wrong, that you're doing that you're off in this, right? You'll feel the discord within you, and that's your true self telling you, hey, that you've gone on the wrong path right now. You need to adjust yourself back to who you are. So just here to tell you that there's no need to be anyone else in this lifetime. There's no need to try to mimic someone else's behavior or mimic someone else, right? Obviously, you can pick and choose great qualities of someone and want to bring out those best qualities for you, but there's no reason to try to, in this day and age, right, do things for attention, because if you have to sacrifice yourself for it, it will never be worth it. And that's not a trade-off that you should ever consider or be willing to take. So just remember, try your best each and every day. Just remain your authentic self, because in due time you'll win, and you'll appreciate accepting your blessings how you design them to be, while being your true self, remaining authentic the entire time, right? People will definitely appreciate that. And when you are authentic, you will stand out, because in a world where a lot of people are not, right, when someone does come across you and they come across someone authentic, they'll know. And I'm one of those people that I also feel the same way when I come across other people like that. People who are truly happy, people are truly comfortable in the skin, people that truly have great intentions, right? That type of energy, because it doesn't come around too often, people will spot that, and they'll spot it in you, right? So that rests up the video. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like and subscribe, as we are on the road to 100 subscribers, guys. So I'm telling you, we are going to crush that milestone very soon. So I would want you there, subscribe, so that you could be on the journey there with me. So once again, guys, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.